So back for Leon Chapter 4 already. I said at the start that I recommended playing campaigns in the order in which they're presented, so to do all of Leon before you do anything else. I was sort of starting there with the assumption that you were actually going to play the entire game. If you're playing the game and there's any danger of you going, you know what, I'm bored of this, I don't think I can be bothered anymore, I think I'll just not finish the game, then it might be better to mix it up a little bit, because strangely the other chapters, the other campaigns, have completely different enemy types, which gives each campaign a fairly coherent feel, but it does mean you don't see a lot of the variety that the game has to offer, because I've been killing the same 4 or 5 different kinds of zombie now for 5 hours or something, and that's actually not that bad enemy variety for a game these days. But there's actually a lot more enemy variety than that, and you don't see it within one campaign.
We just entered Chinese airspace.
Good. How you holding up?
Why didn't you turn me in? You could have cleared your name.
Maybe. But it wouldn't have stopped Simmons. Besides, you started to grow me a little bit. Suppose I think I can fly a plane, do you? Hunnigan, we have a problem. Big one. What kind of monster we saw back at the cathedral?
What? Alright, hold on. I'm looking something up.
Coughing means you can't dodge. No, really appropriate. Oh, that dropped a remote bomb.
Damn it!
Leon, Helena, do you read me? There's something wrong with the pressure bulkhead. Get to the tail of the plane, find out what's wrong.
No one seems to want to take control of the plane. We've got a Magnum. In Resident Evil 5, the guns had real names, I think. No, this one didn't actually. Some of them had real names, and some of them didn't. Not really sure why. The computer games have a mixed relationship with real weapon names. I believe some gun manufacturers like the advertising, and some don't like the association of being used to kill a lot of people, because of course they present themselves security devices and don't like the idea of them being used to perpetrate massacres, which is what happens in almost every computer game, even if you are ostensibly on the side of the goodies. There's a lot of what look like Secret Service agents on this aeroplane. Finally a green herb. not very many bullets on the plane, which I guess I can credit them for. There's usually be littered with bullets in this sort of situation. Just unfortunate choice of environmental design where they've put in, what are those? Italian roast blend coffee packets that look like packets of bullets, and therefore you go up and check them every time. Quite irritating. More green herbs. So now that I've got the Magnum, my inventory really is at breaking point. Plane's crashing, but still got plenty of time to explore and pick up all the stuff. It's fine.
Roger.
Don't have to push any buttons to turn this one. Nothing if not inconsistent.
I think we made it in time.
Shit! It's leaking that same gas!
We have to get rid of it! We need to open the hatch!
It's not an ideal situation. Oh, I turned into a zombie that time. Okay, so I can be turned into a zombie. It just mostly doesn't happen. And it checkpointed in a really good place.
Shit! It's leaking that same gas!
We have to get rid of it! We need to open the hatch!
She's mucking about down there somewhere. I simply assumed, this thing's called a lepetitsa. I simply assumed they were female, I guess because they're covered in giant zombie gas breasts, but it might not be female. I think it's got female sounding noises. And we've dropped it over China. Have to click left and right to keep climbing up. In some situations like this, you just push up, and in other cases, you alternate clicking left and right. Actually, the animation that they're using there for crawling looks very much like the way my baby crawls.
The plane's gaining altitude. Get to the cockpit.
Elena, we have to go.
So we dropped the zombie all over the zombie that spawns zombie gas. We've fired at China. I'm sure that won't have any negative consequences. Pretty sure I shot that one already. Oh, it's not good. Somebody leapt around the corner. So I can't pick up any assault rifle ammunition. despite the fact that my assault rifle is almost empty, I can't pick up ammunition to load into it. So this is where the... the inventory system really starts to become mature. Oh, here's a neat thing I didn't demonstrate. If you press caps lock, you switch from left-handed to right-handed. I believe all of the male characters default to being right-handed and all the female characters default to being left-handed. Takes a bit of getting used to if you're... because most games you tend to be right-handed. It's neat that you can change. They default back to whatever it is they default to, so if you prefer to be left-handed or right-handed, you can't just set it to what you want. Which is a shame.
Damn it, we were too late.
So I'm not bothering to efficiently and carefully make melee attacks in order to preserve ammunition at this point, because I've got so much ammunition in my inventory to default.
Roger.
And we'll just leave that zombie behind there.
This is why I can never sleep on planes.
I don't actually mind levels that shake and knock you down and stuff. I think that's good fun. It does make me feel like, again, like the level is more real, like I'm part of it. I could see someone finding that irritating.
Jesus Christ, how much worse can this get?
When you open the hatch, you destabilize the plane by letting the pressure out. Leon, you're gonna need to take the controls.
I was afraid you were gonna say that.
It's fine.
Oh, fine. You do something about this.
Okay, first switch off the autopilot to restore manual control. Then press the third button in the fourth row of the upper panel. Okay, now pull the lever on the right-hand side.
Okay.
So you have to look in the correct direction and then do the thing that she says.
This is harder than it looks. Come on.
Meanwhile, Helena is fighting hundreds of zombies behind me. So the co-op partner has something to do, which works quite well. Don't know what I'm supposed to do now.
Leon, pull the throttle! Pull up!
How many levers does it take to fly this thing? Come on. We're almost there.
Hammering the button really hard. That was Ada on a train. Adding to the death toll that we've caused already. The video is quite choppy. It's OBS. It's choppy in game, it's not just the recording. Not that bad when I'm not streaming. We seem fine, considering we just crashed a plane into a city.
Sherry? What are you doing here?
I'm on protective detail.
Yeah. I heard you became an agent.
Why are you here?
I'm tracking the man behind all this. Chief Security Advisor Simmons.
What? There must be some sort of mistake. I report to Simmons.
He's your supervisor?
We're on our way to meet with him right now.
Where is he? I need to know.
Jake! Let me handle this.
Your orders were to avoid contact with anyone.
Leon's not just anyone. He saved my life back in Raccoon City.
Fair enough.
Look out!
Leon, the plane!
Him again? Friend of yours? Or like an ex-girlfriend? Guy doesn't know when to quit. Welcome to the club. You get used to it.
Watch out for his arm!
Got it!
So this is another one of the multi-way boss fights. Jake and Sherry there are the characters from the third campaign. Which is, I'm not sure whether the game considers that to be sort of spoiler information or not. It's a bit confusing. So if I were playing this online, there'd now be 4 of us in this boss fight. Oh, he's followed me up here. Oh, and I believe because there's no friendly fire, you can't possibly hurt anyone else. With various explosive barrels and things, you can hurt yourself quite badly.
Take it from us. This guy's indestructible. Get the hell out of here.
It's just a day in the life in the Resident Evil universe. Crash a plane into China, kill presumably hundreds of thousands of people,
Okay.
and then at the crash site you meet your friend and your other friend. Ada, of course, is here as well. And then you get into a boss fight.
Are you okay?
Compared to Raccoon City, it's a walk in the park, right?
I don't know. He's too young to understand what was happening back then. Come on, we should get back. We need our help.
The objective marker's telling me to go around here.
Roger!
Yes, I am going to have to sort my inventory every single time I pick up an item.
I think I can fix this. Sherry, get behind the wheel.
Okay. On it.
Okay, let's move.
Roger!
Wire a bus. Quick time event. It's imaginative at least.
How is he still standing?
stop it once and for all!
Really wanting to come back over these things. Oh, he's...
He carries around a spare?
Give him credit. At least he came prepared.
Like I said, indestructible. I was hoping you were exaggerating. Afraid not. Doesn't mean we gotta make things easy for him.
Let him go!
I think there are some more explosive barrels around here. Oh, he's up here with me. A lot of movement in this boss fight. On the easier difficulties, you just shoot him with guns and he dies. But really, I'm having to run, and I don't have anywhere near enough ammunition to kill him, I think. So I'm trying to lure him over these. Hey, over here! No, doesn't care.
Listen! Until we get there, I need you to...
Are they gonna be alright?
Let's just hope that Jay Kid's as good as he thinks he is.
Leon, do you read me?
Hunnigan?
Oh, you went dark after the plane went down. I linked in a minute ago, but you weren't picking me up. Listen, the building Agent Birkin mentioned isn't far off. Just stick to your current route, okay?
Got it. Thanks.
I bitch about inventory systems in games quite a lot, but it's genuinely a mystery to me how something this clunky made it through playtesting. I don't really understand how it happened.
Sherry said she was meeting Simmons in the Kun Lung building. The first thing you're gonna need to do is cut through the outdoor market up ahead.
I don't really know anything about how Capcom organised their playtesting, so maybe they just ignore everything they're told. Or maybe they don't even bother to ask anyone. The game's executive producer does call himself director, so... Maybe it's just things happen the way he calls it.
This way.
What was that?
Trouble.
These poor people.
Kind of a maze. Maze full of precious treasure.
The bolts on either side.
Not a very good place for a maze, really, given this is supposed to be a tense situation.
Ah, great. 3 separate locks.
Jesus. All right. Let's just figure out a way to open it.
They have a magic device that tells them where all the keys are.
What the hell?
Guess that's why the whole street is on lockdown. Residents are trying to keep it out.
Well, this one is different.
That's a new trick.
This isn't working. How long are we gonna keep doing this?
If we keep this up, we're gonna run out of ammo.
So I have to run away. Oh, Helena, of course, has infinite ammo, so she'll be fine. Ah, I don't have room for a red herb. Oh, hands got me. Nope. Not a good idea. They can be killed. You can tell they're dead when they drop loot. There's a hand over there. But they do keep wriggling.
Look at that, a padlock key. 1 down, 2 to go.
drawing on Chinese demon tropes, I think. Sort of wriggly monster that splits apart and reforms itself, I think is quite traditional. I don't mean necessarily specific part of Chinese mythology, but it's kind of a traditional splatter monster sort of thing. One of the keys. Way around, must be around here somewhere. The dead animals and things. Gives it a good atmosphere. Enemies that you can't or shouldn't fight. Something Resident Evil's experimented with every so often. There was some in Resident Evil 0 that seemed like this, where they would reform themselves. They never seem to go the whole hog in an enemy that literally can't be killed. They always make something that's with a high degree of expertise or knowledge about which weapons to use and where to get enough ammunition you can kill. Which I think that's a good way of doing it. Because a player on their first time through the game will... That one is reforming itself. Player on their first time through the game will end up having to run away and be scared, and then a player on their second, third, fourth, whatever retry can feel satisfied at killing a monster that they're supposed to run away from, and that's a good feeling. That's not good.
Hold on, I'll open it. Come on.
Ah, that was efficient. Still a bit left. Elena came through here, I think. Good use of doors that are barred from one side. Although actually, I think those doors could be pretty easily opened by just reaching your hand through. But assuming that the graphic for it made more sense. This is good use of an area that ends up being much larger than it actually appears. Green herb I can't pick up. They keep squeaking at you when they're dead, so it's difficult to really tell. That was a bit of a limp throw. That didn't really feel like that should have done him significant damage.
Found the last one. Let's get the hell out of here.
Good time to leave. No. Sprint and climb ladder are the same button. It's not as bad as Mass Effect. What? That one's squirting out water. Definitely time to leave.
You got it.
Pretty sophisticated locking system for a market. The environment is unconventional, but I think suits a horror game quite nicely.
Looks all clear now.
Let's hurry.
Completely,
Don't want to miss Simmons.
completely unfazed. There's a charm to that sort of.
Roger.
Rather than responding to the horror environment in which we're in by commenting on it in any way, we just act as if we just walked down a corridor. Didn't care.
Ada.
Let's follow her.
Ada!
What's going on?
Come on, let's get some answers.
So it's not clear, except in retrospect, that the section that we're about to do is another crossover section with another campaign where you are playing with other real players if you play online. And
Ah, shit, it's locked.
but this one, rather than a cooperative boss
Find
fight,
another
is
way
actually
through.
competitive, which is interesting. Adds a nice lot of variety. Camera wouldn't turn there.
We've got to make it to that elevator. Run!
There's Ada up above.
Glad you could stop in. Like what I've done with the place. Hope you enjoy your stay.
Oh, almost.
Get on top of your game.
So the people who we beat to the elevator are actually other players who were on our side. Not in my case, because I'm not playing online, but conceptually. And and what you get for winning is the person who got up here first gets these treasure chests, which is cool. I don't know of any MMOs that are doing that. It's an MMO mechanic where, say, two groups of people are doing a dungeon at the same time, and at the end they compete in some way. I don't know of any mechanics like that. And it's happening in this game, for which it's grossly unsuited, but it's a brilliant idea. I'm not sure what the other group have to do in multiplayer when you're picking up all the loot.
I don't like the look of it.
So we can see through the window there a couple of soldier type guys. One of them looks suspiciously like Chris Redfield.
Locked.
Some
Engaging lock.
chrysalis things.
Testing for prototypes.
Ada!
We've been conducting such fascinating work here. Why don't you
So
have
there
some
are
fun with
death
one of these
Roombas.
prototypes?
They're rigged with explosive charges. What the hell is she thinking?
I'll ask her once we catch her.
Now you can destroy
Leon,
these things.
Helena, come in. I'm trying to get the lock open for you, but the security's pretty tight. I'll keep trying to hack it, but see
But
if
again,
you
we're
bypass
competing with the
manual.
guys on the other side to do this first. So the best thing to do is actually to shoot them gently with the pistols, so they go back over the other side
Run
again.
interference. I'll work with Hunnigan to override the security.
So that it becomes their problem. Whereas if you destroy them,
Security breach detected in room 0.
then they're not a problem for the other players, which is
Security breach detected in room
not very cooperative. In co-op, one of you has to shoot the
Security breach
Roombas while the other one
1.
does the hacking, but your partner always does the hacking.
Security breach detected in room 0. Security breach detected in room 1.
You can hear the yelling from the other room as the
Detected in room 0. Security breach detected in room 1.
Hang in there, you've almost got it.
Security breach detected in room 0. Security breach detected in room 1. Disengaging locks in room 1.
so our room was room 1 and their room was room 0, so just tracking progress separately.
Clear. Let's go after her.
So because we won that competition, we also get to do the looting. So in single player, this is just a challenge, you know, can you do it faster than the other AI team, in which case if you do, you get an achievement. Oh, sorry, you get a reward of skill points. In co-op, it's a I don't really know how to describe it.
Okay!
It's kind of it turns it into a zero-sum game for no particular reason, but that seems like quite good fun. And it's not something I've ever seen before.
Ada, stop! We have to talk!
Sorry, not in a talking mood. It's been fun. Ciao.
Ada! Ada!
Your friend likes to play hard to get. She always been like this?
Don't lose her! I won't!
Difficult to tell who's talking because all the male characters sound exactly the same.
Roger!
Helena has no sense of when it's important to hurry up.
There she is. Cut her off. I've got her. What are you doing here?
Put your gun down, Chris. She's a key witness. We need her.
A witness? She's the one who did all this!
No, it wasn't her. It was Simmons, the National Security Advisor.
I lost all my men because of her!
And I lost over 70,000 people, including the president, because of Simmons.
She's working for Neo Umbrella. You know what that means?
Yeah, I do.
And you're still going to protect this woman?
I am.
Captain!
I'm not quite sure what the point of covering someone with your gun is if you're not going to shoot them when they throw a flash grenade.
Helena!
He's gonna kill her!
Chris, wait!
We both want the same thing here.
All right. The BSAA will handle Ada. You take care of Simmons.
Chris! I know you'll do the right thing.
Are you sure we can rely on him?
He's been in this as long as I have. I trust him.
All right.
Come on. Let's find Simmons.
So we're getting intriguing hints from that about what might be going on in the other campaigns.
Leon, Helena, come in. If Sherry's intel is on the money, Simmons should be just up ahead. Be careful. Hunnigan out.
Chris and his friends appear to have been chasing Ada for a while, whereas Leon only just noticed she existed. Chris seems to know what's going on. And Sherry and Jake earlier were being chased by a monster that they
Leon, I'm really sure you're okay with this.
clearly had prior
Target
experience
is
with.
Simmons. Always has been.
You don't regret not following her, do you?
We'll have to worry about Ada later. Right now, we need to focus on Simmons.
All right. Let's go get this son of a bitch.
Sentry grenades always end up being the lowest priority. So what the inventory system is essentially saying is, I'm sorry, you can't have any grenades.
You got it.
I do feel like there's a bit of plot missing where Leon has decided that Ada is the key witness that they're going after. If they'd established that as a motivation for them, that scene would have made a little more sense.
Simmons!
Well, this is unexpected.
No! Wait!
Ah, Agent Birkin, impeccable timing. Kindly take these two into custody, won't you?
They said you were involved in the terrorist attack. Is it true?
What, are they running down the street screaming it to anyone who'll listen?
Answer me!
It's for the benefit of the United States and global security.
Can't see how killing the president is good for the country!
The president's dead?
Well, we have Leon to thank for that.
God damn you, Simmons!
Dispose of them. Hold your fire! Those two are still of use to us.
You need to be more careful.
All right. So what's the plan, hero?
You think you can make it to that door?
Why don't we just waste them?
Because I need you to take care of Sherry.
Can we wrap this up? I do have better things to do.
What are you two gonna do?
Finish Simmons.
There's information on here that could stop the C-virus. Simmons wants it.
Thanks. I'll put a call into FOS, get you some protection. Now move!
Alert the men outside. She got me. Well, late.
He's getting away.
Come on!
Simmons!
Get back here!
Trains are good. This is, of course, the moving train from earlier. It's the same train model, I think, that was used in
We're ending this now.
America. That's fine. But now it's moving, which is about 50% better. And the open it quickly button does
We're
work.
coming for you, Simmons.
Time to pay for everything you've done.
So I can't pick up the red herb to combine with my green herb without deleting some ammunition.
Roger!
I'm just giving you exactly what you gave me, Simmons. At first, you'll be afraid. But don't worry. You're just becoming the monster you always were. You and everyone else on the planet.
Give it up, Simmons. We've got you.
You still chase me while that woman is on the loose?
What woman?
That traitor, Ada Wong. Who knows what she's got in store?
Another team was sent after her. You, Simmons? You're all ours.
Are you here to avenge the president? Is that it? You fool. Had he disclosed the truth behind Raccoon City, the U.S. would have lost all its authority, and the global political order would have collapsed.
So to avoid one possible disaster, you create another? No matter how many people die?
He had to be stopped! He was leading my country and this world into complete chaos. Ah! That woman... how dare she do this to me?
I guess they decided not to shoot him while he was still human because they were curious to see what would happen. That is pretty cool.
Careful, stay back. Too close. Let's move. Let's get some distance when we have the chance.
Always take the opportunity to kick him in the face.
Damn you both! I'll kill you with my bare hands!
top this way.
Fast! We need to attack from both sides!
Damn, it's locked.
This isn't a good situation.
Elena, give me a hand.
The game's got a lot of stick for imitating Call of Duty quite a lot, but actually there's a very strong emphasis in the boss fights on shooting hundreds of rounds of ammunition into them, then finishing them off with melee attacks, which reminds me most of God of War.
Elena, are you alright?
Did we kill him?
It's a great monster design.
Leon! Leon, you alright? Tell me I'm seeing things! Leon, no! He's coming for you! Get off that bridge! I'll keep him occupied! Leon, over here!
Something to pick up on this there.
Leon, hurry!
Now he has a machine gun too. Nice. Thoughtfully revealed some machine gun ammunition beneath the seats. He's really good at galloping. Oh. Decided that for some reason that bit needed a instant death QuakeTime event because just having a fight isn't exciting enough. That's nice that the when he punches his way through the cabin, it reveals ammunition beneath the seats, because it means the longer the fight goes on, the more ammunition drops there are. It's a nice alternative. A lot of the other fights have been using infinitely spawning zombies for that purpose, that just continue to spawn throughout the fight, dropping things for you, which is also a really good way of doing it. Okay, I'm ready on Shift and R this time. I can't emphasize enough how much Shift and R is a difficult thing to press with no warning. Sorry, Space and R, Space and R. He's suddenly an awful long way away. Oh, it's not good. And that's why I was trying to avoid using assault rifle ammunition up earlier. All the way back here. I really like the boss design. Once you've made the assumption that your guys can just turn into anything you like, you might as well make it something interesting. I think I'm actually going to change my skills to a more practical set. So the one I had, the one equipped that increased item drops, and I've switched it to the one that increases the damage my guns do by 50%. It keeps the other ones the same. That seems like a more practical. Not quite enough time to switch to the assault rifle in advance.
Simmons!
Oh, you need to shoot him once.
What would happen if
The world will be a better place!
No quick time event for this cutscene because it's too awesome. You can tell because of the slow-mo.
Leave him! Chi to safety.
Tired after the boss fight, so I can't access my inventory or change weapons.
Did we finish it?
I don't know. But we did what we could. Let's go.
Hey, you! Stay in the line!
They seem unconcerned by the prospect that the boss might mutate further and come back, which is really what any self-respecting boss would do.
Why are we evacuating?
Is it over?
Yeah. It's over.
Leon, we have a situation. Sherry and her companion were abducted. Our satellite places them at an undersea oil field about 80 miles from you.
Abducted? Why?
Files. The one she gave us. Wait a minute. This is the key to stopping the C-virus. It's...
Jake. Hunnigan, could you check and see if the BSAA has any units near the oil field?
Just one moment.
What is that?
Okay, I've got a Chris Redfield on the line, patching you through his aircraft.
Chris Redfield.
Leon! Leon, where are you?
Chris, we're just outside of Tachi. Why?
Get the hell out of there!
Well, that's bad. So it's neat to escape from one zombie uprising and come across another one. I like that. I mean, usually that's what happens in zombie sequels, where you just narrowly escape the first situation and another one happens, and it sort of shows the grand scope of the game, despite its other flaws. They go, well, let's not have one city under attack by zombies, let's have two entire cities under attack by zombies, and have you have to fight through both of them. It's not very coherent as a story, but it's pleasing just in terms of the sheer quantity of content. Another, thankfully, slightly shorter chapter, that one. I've got my clear time up, at least, on the... I think I've stopped wasting time and wandering around. So, the 5th chapter of Leon is the final one. I'll be back with that one when I have time.